it's Jackie, and I'm here today to give you a partial flip through of my April journal. Normally I do a Fauxbonichi flip once a month, but this journal is filling up really quickly, so I thought if I wait the whole month it's going to be too much to squeeze into one 15-minute video. So I thought we'd do one now, and I'll do another one at the end of the month. So this is my new journal. I showed it in my last video. You can see it's chunking up a little bit because I overfilled some of the pages. But I'm really happy. I'm loving working in this. This is the Amy Tangerine Better Together collection. And let's take a look at what I've got so far. So I showed you this page already. This is my opening page with a Heidi Swap gold foil sticker, and it is showing a little bit of wear. I don't know, it's not perfect. It's not holding up perfectly considering it's just sitting in the book and I don't open to that page very often. And then I left this page blank so that it shows through. And then to start it off, I like to put in a picture of myself and my husband because it's just, you know, it gives us a snapshot. Here we are at the time that I was keeping this journal. And I just used the Amy Tangerine Better Together thickers, and I backed that one with pink cardstock, and then I just watercolored a little spot here and put one of the branding strips down, and just some of the pattern paper and some of the washi tape. And so I'll go through my journal, and as always, I'm not going to tell you every word that's in there. If you want to pause it and read it, you're free to, but I don't think that people are really interested in that kind of detail, so I'm just going to talk about what I used on the pages. So I just want to take a quick second to talk about the paper. If you remember, I'm using paper from an A5 size Fabriano Ecoqua notebook. I am so disappointed with this paper. It is not working very well. Everything is bleeding through it. So you're going to see I kind of strategically did some things to kind of work with the bleed through. I had to change pens. I can't use my Pilot V pen anymore. I'm using a Sharpie pen. So I'm just kind of working with it as best I can for now, and I'll stick it out to the end of this book, but I think I'm going to have to switch out to a sturdier paper for my next book because it's kind of driving me crazy. I went out and I bought these Staedtler Tri-Plus Filiner porous pens, and they come in these beautiful colors, and they are known for not bleeding through, and they do bleed through this paper because it's so flimsy. So like here you can see I used one of the pens to write it down, and then it bled through, so I had to cover it up with a journaling card on the other side. So you'll see a lot of that happening because there's a lot of bleed through, but I found if I was careful and I just brushed with it lightly and just went over the same spot a couple of times, it doesn't bleed through too bad, but it still ghosts pretty bad. But I'm doing the best I can with it, and I'm still loving how the book turned out. It's just I know that for the next edition I can do better. So on this page I've just got some of the Amy Tangerine rub-ons, the acetate pieces, the journaling cards, a little bit of hand lettering here, and I'm using my new pens a lot. On this one I did some watercolor spots here, here, and here. I just used some watercolor, and then I stuck some clear stickers, clear and white stickers on these ones and this banner as well. They're Mambi stickers. And then this is one of the Amy Tangerine stickers, and so was that. I just added in some navy blue on these pages. On this day, I got, if you watch my ATC video, I've been trading some ATCs, and I got one in the mail from a wonderful woman named Carolina. And Carolina, thank you so much for this card if you're watching this. I absolutely love it. She made this adorable little envelope to keep it in, so I put that right in the book because I love it. I want to keep it. And this is the beautiful card she made me. She stamped some vellum. Lots of stamping. She left me a note on the back. It's so pretty. So I was so excited to get that in the mail, and I wanted to save it, so I put it in here. And this is just the washi tape that was on it. I kept it. And this was a Amy Tangerine rub-on. And on this page, I just kind of start with the washi tape colors, so you'll see lots more pink and pink and pink. And then I try to add in one or two more colors. So this one I added in some light blue. This was some of the pattern paper, one of the stickers from the sticker book, and I just stenciled with my gelatos on this one. Gelatos do not bleed through on this paper, so that's a good thing. And that's one of the rub-ons, one of the acetate pieces. I started running again, so there's pretty much a block every day I go running that's detailing my stats. And then I did my first Lister's Got a List page, and this might be the ugliest page I've ever done. It's like dense and texty, and it's not very exciting. So I just used some Heidi Swap rub-ons. I just printed off the Lister's Got a List prompts and stuck those down and outlined them. And then it's just like my hand scratch. And then we get into the first set of pattern pages. So my husband got portraits done for work, so I wanted to save one of them in here, and I just used a bunch of the embellishments from the collection. This was actually in my mind's eye embellishment, and I just did some little stamping of some dots or with some Dear Lizzie stamps. It's a lot more, I normally don't leave these big spots of space, but I'm trying to learn to, but it still makes me a little uncomfortable. Normally I would put more on a page like that. The next one was when I started running, it was in the middle of a blizzard, so I just said I picked the worst day to start running, and I took a selfie. I had like an inch of snow in my hair, and my glasses were all fogged up and covered in snow. I was covered in snow. The trail was covered in snow. So those are my pictures, and I just printed off my journaling. I printed this off the computer and just hit it with some lemon distress ink, and just used a strip of pattern paper in the back there and a little bit of glitter tape for that layout. I really like this one. I think it looks really cohesive. Then I did some baking this week, so I did a page about that. These were some cupcakes I made for an order. Somebody ordered them for a baby shower. These were some miniature lemon meringue pies that I made for my husband's birthday. And I just used the donuts that came in the Amy Tangerine set, and this was one of the stickers from the sticker books. These are some jelly bean soup. They're called, I think, alpha beans or chipboard beans. I don't know, something like that. And I think that looks cute. And at one point I went downtown and I went to the Michaels, and our Michaels is crazy looking because it's part of the Scotiabank Theater, and it's just such a quirky looking building that I thought I'd take a picture of it while I was down there. And so I saved that picture in here, and I actually bought this camera stamp which I colored with watercolors, I think. So I thought, it's good to use supplies on the day you buy them for that page, so that's what I did. And these are just cut out of the branding strips. And then we get back into journal pages, and so this one I did some distress ink stenciling, and I used My Mind's Eye. I have a whole set of My Mind's Eye gold embellishments, and I'm finding they're working really well with this collection, so I'm just bringing them in wherever I can. This is another one of the rub-ons and one of the journaling cards. This is a sticker from the Better Together collection I just stuck on a scrap of pattern paper. And I'm starting to find my groove at this point. I found these pages were kind of like text heavy, but I'm starting to get a little more artsy, a little more ephemera-y in these pages, and this is where I feel like I'm starting to find my style, so that's a good thing. So then we went out to Five Guys, so there's a picture of my husband looking in the bag, and I just cut this out of the flyer. I just did a brush of watercolor in the background here and stuck down one of the stickers. I think I cut that out of a journaling card actually from the collection. I mounted my photo. On this day, this was the same day that this was, and I'd also picked up a stencil that day, a Dilutions brick stencil, so I just used that stencil on the whole page, and I thought that was good. I just put like some little banner stickers. I used my Fitbit I started wearing a Fitbit on this day, and I hit my goal on this day, so I thought I'd print that out and save it. The next day was my husband's birthday, so I said John turned 38. I used some Heidi Swapp alphas here, and this was part of that same Dilution stencil. I just stenciled it out and colored it with colored pencils, and I just used some rub-ons to put these hearts here. And when I made his mini pies, one of them fell on the floor after it was all done, and it made this kind of gorgeous splatter on the floor. There's a video, an Andy Samberg video, that's called I Threw It on the Ground, and at one point he says, I say happy birthday to the ground, and I just thought that was so fitting here, so that's what I wrote, and I just used a colored pencil for that. And we went out for a walk in the rain. We were soaking wet, so we took a selfie when we got in with our glasses all covered in rain. And a lot of weather this month, I guess. So I wanted to carry over the purple and the pink and the teal on this page because it's just gold tape. So to keep it cohesive, I did the same thing on this day. I used a sticker and some washi. There's some more washi down here and one of the journaling cards. This is another one of My Mind's Eye gold embellishments. And because I had a sticker here, when I wanted to do some lettering the next day, because I know it's going to bleed through, I did it in the same spot. So this is kind of a failed attempt at doing a stamped background. I wanted to stamp the whole thing in stars because we were up all night on this night, which I wrote here, up all night, and I used a gold star. These are the My Mind's Eye gold embellishments again. So I tried to stamp the whole thing with stars, but I couldn't find any way to stamp it that didn't show through, so I settled on I think I used Ranger ink, and I stamped it once on real paper, and then the second stamp I did here, but they're so faint. You can only just kind of see splatters of pink. You can't really see the stars, which is disappointing. But I used my Staedtler pens to hand letter that, and I have these Mambi alphas that match the tape perfectly, so I used those. And I had this Jenny Bolin sticker that was so perfect because we were in the hospital from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., so it was fun to use a little clock there. So as you can see, some days I don't put the weather down right away. I always record the weather. It's stored on my phone, and usually I just kind of go back and do them all at once. So I think I don't have the weather done for the rest of the days in the book. So this one I was carrying over the same colors. So I used watercolors this time. I did a background here and here, and then I put down these My Mind's Eye embellishments, and then these are some Amy Tangerine rub-ons here and here, and that pizza was part of the Better Together ephemera because we ordered pizza that day. And then I did my next Lister's Got a List page, and I think I got a little better this time. I used Distress ink in Chip Sapphire and worn lipstick to, it actually was to match the color on this page. To color each of those. So it's a little better. I don't know, it still needs work. I used the same rub-ons here. For the next page I did my birthday cards. So I got 4 cards. I felt pretty special. And this one actually is from Felicia over at Mouse Potato Designs, who got me into Fauxbonichi journaling. She is so amazing. If you Fauxbonichi journal, you should be in that group. She sends birthday cards to everyone in the group. It's incredible. I can't even imagine the work she does to send those out. She must send out hundreds a year. So I was really touched that she sent one to me. And this one's actually handmade by my sister. She made this one for me. Isn't that cute? She's getting so artistic. I love it. These were some Jenny Bolin stickers. They were plain, and I just colored them black with a Sharpie. And then these are some of the Amy Tangerine embellishments. And like, I probably should have closed this pocket because now the cards kind of fall out, but I don't know. I'm fine with it. And this is pretty much why the book is so bulky, is because I've jammed way too much in this pocket. But if my worst problem is that I'm too popular, I can live with that. I haven't done these pages yet because these will probably be some pictures from last weekend, something like that. So those ones I still have to do. I did do this one, though, because I thought I had a lot of pictures from this day, April 15th, so it made sense to me to put them next to each other. So April 15th was the night my husband and I, our birthdays are 5 days apart, so we have a birthday party together. So I guess I should apologize. This is offensive. I know it's offensive. Somebody on the Fauxbonichi Journalers group did it. I thought it was so hilarious I had to put it in mine, and this is kind of the theme of the night, is we totally let loose, so I thought it was appropriate here. But I do apologize. I know that's a little more risque than what I normally show in my books. So I do apologize. On these ones, I had these birthday embellishments from Basic Gray. So that's where I got all of these acetate pieces, all these die cuts, that acetate piece. These were from a smash pad, and I just did some notes. These were a couple pictures from the night. It's too bad we couldn't get better pictures, but the bar was so dark that it's just, yeah, these were the only pictures that actually turned out. But we played all these fun games, like, that are like old style games, like crokinole and shuffleboard and bocce. I never knew how to play any of them, and we learned at this bar, and I wish I could have got pictures of that, but it just didn't work out. And this was Sparkly Canadian Crafty Girl made this little fox, and he's just so adorable, and I just brought in some orange with some pink paisley alphas. And then the last day was my birthday, so I put I'm 35 with some Dear Lizzie alphas. My sister sent me this amazing birthday gift, and I put a picture of it here. Look what she sent me. I gotta show you this. She sent me the 37 Inktense selection. I'm so excited about this. And it comes with 10 Inktense blocks and 22 Inktense pencils. And then she snuck in an extra one because she knows I love magenta and pink. And then a bunch of these random, like there's like a sanding block. I don't know what that's for. And like some of the stick holders, and I think that's an eraser. I don't know. Yeah, so you're going to see some Inktense coming from me pretty soon. So I'm really excited to play with these. So I put a picture of the gift that she sent me, and I just put it on another one of these smash pad things. And she put Lisa Frank stickers all over the envelope. So I saved one here, and there's a picture of my cake and then my journaling. So today's the 18th. I usually journal a day behind, so I'm going to do yesterday's journaling today. And then I'll be back with another flip through for you guys at the end of the month. So yeah, this is where I'm at. I love this book. I'm having fun with it. The only thing I don't like is the paper, but I can work with it. Thank you so much for watching.